yourself. Oh, the misery. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Spare the sympathies. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Hoping that somebody pray for me, and I'm praying that somebody over me. I'm staying when nobody wants to be. Propose this, the unbreaking emotions. Ready to go whenever you know the road is on. Top of the pillow to the floor, the enemies on the trail, man, it's not available. How the hell am I supposed to go? What a plot of a drop to the top of an ass. Not a box of an ass. All the rats fuck the plan. Rats fuck the ass. Stop beating me. I'm over because I had it. Not had it. Got a monkey. Can have it. Something I'm a situation. Kind of shocking. They wanna stand with position. I'm on a man to go to back. I ain't talking second back and back it up all better. Better, better. Who the baddest? It don't matter cause we everybody wants to be my enemy.
Hello and welcome back to VRW Warzone. I am the one and only voice of VRW commentary. This is Qu'Ran Cook, and ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have a super stacked show ahead of you. Wait a minute! Is it? It is! Jason Ramirez is back in the Warzone! Haven't seen the man since Tenfold, but Ramirez is here to help salvage what is left of P&D as they are continuing to face off in this issue with Benaya. Oh, what the hell? Jason Ramirez is attacking Ray Everett. What are you doing? That's your friend. That's your faction mate, P&D. What on earth is Ramirez doing? He hits Ray Everett with the Endeavor. Ramirez said that he's here to make sure P&D falls in line.
The following contest is a frenzy match to determine the #1 contender for the VRW Warzone Championship. Introducing first, from Lima, Peru, Diana Cruz.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to crown a #1 contender for Sammy Stone's first defense of the VRW Warman's Championship. For the past month, all four of these Warmans you're about to witness, this including Diana Cruz, have been tearing up the scene here in the Warman's division, and Sammy Stone has deemed all four of these Warmans worthy. Diana Cruz about to receive a huge opportunity, much like her other opponents.
And her opponent from Mexico City, Eva Quetzal.
But here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. For the past 4 weeks, both Eva and Diana have been on the same team when dealing with their other two opponents in this frenzy match, JVD and Andy Jaden. There's nothing that these two don't know about each other that won't pull off in this matchup, and the same is easily said about their opponents here, including
from Battle Creek, Michigan, Jay Van Dam, also known as JVD.
It was last week we saw a tremendous feat from JVD as he climbed a 15-foot ladder and splashed down on Eva Quetzal to win that tag team match, and that definitely got the attention of Sammy. But it wasn't just JVD who was impressive in that match.
North Carolina, Andy Jaden.
Now, when this tag team rivalry first started, it was Andy Jaden who first got the fall in this entire situation. Remember, this all came out of the bet between Ivy Lopez and Cora Lee, and that bet 5 weeks later has now turned into a situation where one of these 4 War Maidens can walk out of this matchup and challenge Sammy Stone for the VRW War Maidens Championship at Capital Anarchy in 3 weeks. We went from being used as a bet to this. How far these 4 brand new War Maidens have come since we returned to VRW 4 months ago. And JVD with a snapmare to a draw kick. The high-flying style. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, both JVD and Andy, Diana and Ava, they've been so used to being on each other's team, and now they have to contend with fighting one another. Andy Jaden coming in with the heat already with a hockey stick, it looks like, but intercepted by Diana Cruz. JVD, so high-flying. It's built in her system, not just her, but Andy Jaden as well. The things that these 2 War Maidens can do when it comes to jumping off of high places. Stiff lariat by Diana Cruz, and from the top rope, looking to fly, but way too far away from her target. The attempt, though, is definitely appreciated, if you would. And boom! Diana Cruz already trying to redeem herself from that blunder here. And Ava Katsali locking in a knee bar. Knee bar already locked in. Remember, this is 1 fall to a finish via pinfall or submission. There are no disqualifications, no countouts. There has to be a winner in this scenario, and Sammy Stone is waiting to see them at Capital Anarchy, and a kick out by JVD. Now you see Andy Jaden stalking the ring right now, trying to find what kind of openings she can take advantage of. She is known as Gravity's champion. Like I said, both she and JVD know their way of flying off of the top rope, again with that stiff lariat by Diana Cruz, and the freaking hockey stick being used properly this time. Connecting, and Diana Cruz with a drop kick to the back by Ava Katsali, and it didn't even phase her, but until now. But Gravity's champion Andy Jaden, and that picture perfect moonsault that she likes to hit frequently in these types of matches. Andy Jaden didn't get too much time inside her first VRW match, that being a dungeon match with the Plan for Gold on her line. That match was won by Ivy Lopez. Diana Cruz was in the final 2 along with her. Would love to right that mistake in losing that dungeon match should she win this frenzy match and become the #1 contender for the VRW War Maidens Championship. Much to the dismay of Ava Katsali and Andy Jaden, and this hockey stick, it just baffles me. There's a cover again on Ava Katsali. It just baffles me, the things that they're starting to use nowadays here in the Warzone. Pretty sure we even saw a freaking stop sign at one point, but this hockey stick is a whole new style of crazy. And now there's a kendo stick. Andy was so close to popping JVD in the back with that kendo stick. And now off the springboard, but misses her target. And a springboard, but this time didn't get all of it. However, like I said, these 2 have no problem flying off of the ropes from the top rope too. And that hockey stick back into full use. Off the handspring, but missed her target. Everyone trying to be unique in this matchup. Unique isn't going to cut it. Here's a cover with a #1 contendership on the line. Andy Jaden able to get that right shoulder up. And a Superwoman punch by Diana Cruz. Cruz now putting the boot to the jaw, JVD. Now attempts to go after Andy Jaden from the outside with a kendo stick, but Andy trying to fight back here. JVD gonna join the brawl on the outside, now sending Diana in. Nope, stopping herself. Diana now getting caught with a kick by JVD. And Andy Jaden crashing to the outside to a former tag team partner over the last 4 weeks. And Diana Cruz screwing up the scenario. Meanwhile, Eva Quetzali just surveying the scene from afar. Now gonna get herself involved. Andy Jaden catching Diana. Look at her strength on display with a powerbomb. And that was Eva Quetzali trying to take advantage of the situation. JVD, long blower by Andy Jaden, and being assaulted with the hockey stick. And there's a return from Diana Cruz. A hockey stick, ladies and gentlemen. We are witnessing field hockey inside of the Warzone, and there's no puck. And from behind, a bulldog by JVD. I can only imagine how much more violent and a famouser from the outside. This match is only going to get crazier by the minute. But why wouldn't it? For an opportunity to become the next VRW Women's Champion. Backbreaker by Quetzali. Now Andy Jaden tossing JVD back inside. It is going to be a bitter, sweet pill for either one of these Warmans should they pin the person they have been teaming with over the past 4 weeks. I can't stress it enough, the opportunity to become the VRW Warmans champion. It isn't for everyone, it's not won by everyone, and not every person has been able to pull it off. This is a new era of VRW. We have wars all across the war zone. Everyone trying to make a name for themselves, everyone trying to take over the war zone in whatever way they can. And these 4 war meetings who have had nothing to do with the war find themselves in the spotlight here to kick off the show with a #1 contendership. Now from behind, JVD with another heel kick. Now turns after Diana Cruz, back elbow by JVD, turns her attention. Oh, got caught by Andy Jaden. And a kick to the chest, and now Andy trying to take over. But JVD able to counter off the dragon screw. And now, oh, she was going to go to the top rope, but JVD having second thoughts here. Turns her attention back to Diana Cruz. And then again, back to Andy Jaden. JVD doing her best to keep her head on a swivel here. Turned around by Andy Jaden. Now Andy up the back suplex. Quetzali with a table off the handspring. Catching Diana Cruz. Takes her down with the head scissor. But Eva Quetzali trying to mushroom stomp Andy Jaden. Being tossed into the corner now. That was a stiff impact into the corner by Eva Quetzali. Now Andy Jaden, face first into the mat. Fujiwara armbar, locked in, and there's Diana Cruz trying to break the hole, kicking the back of Andy Jaden, but Quetzali finally found an escape. Now with a grip of the lock of the hair by Andy Jaden, fighting it out here. Meanwhile, at the top of your screen, JVD and Diana Cruz, a precarious situation here. JVD off the superplex onto the rungs of the table. And out goes Diana Cruz, left inside the ring all by themselves is Andy Jaden, and JVD slammed on the rungs of the table again. Misses with the drop kick, again. JVD now from behind, kick to the midsection, face first by Jaden. And now Jaden all alone, gonna turn it around, looking for the moonsault. Gravity's champion strikes again. Cover. JVD able to kick out at 2.5. Andy Jaden was so close. Oh! This is with the elbow hit, slammed herself into the table. Off the tornado enziguri. Andy Jaden couldn't get the pin off. And JVD, got caught with a shot to the ribs. From behind, however, fight gets started by Jaden. Andy Jaden now wants to climb to the top rope once again. This is where she feels at home all the time. And JVD intercepting and throwing it down on the table. Now having a slugfest with Eva Quetzali now up against the ropes is JVD. This is a bad spot now, thrown off of the ropes here. JVD stopping herself, and Eva Quetzali having second thoughts here. Instead, going for another weapon underneath of the ring. What does she have? What does she have? She has herself a steel chair. Oh, spike in her face first into the canvas. Meanwhile, Ava Casali puts the chair down only momentarily, perhaps. Being a fan of the crowd and the camera. Ooh, kick to the midsection, a shot. Back leg here. JVD got herself back together. And now from behind, tilt around. Oh! The nasty collision chain of effects that just happened right there. JVD sitting back inside the ring. And Diana Cruz, the vicious nature. I believe it was Ruby Rebel that defined Diana Cruz as an embodiment of wrath, one of the 7 deadly sins. Ava Katsali with some strength on her own here. Burning hammer! Sad to see these two teams having to slug it out this way. But there is only one spot at the top of the mountain, and is currently being held by Sammy Stone, the VRW Warmans champion. Today's 4 Warmans are going to do whatever it takes in order to take over that spot at the top. And Diana Cruz looking to show off some of her athleticism. Backflip into a knee stomp into the ribs of JVD. Meanwhile, Andy Jaden assaulting the right arm of Ava Katsali on the other part of the outside area here in front of the VRW Riots. Getting very increasingly difficult to keep an eye on every part of this matchup right now. JVD looking for another weapon. Found herself a ladder, and look at how she set it up. This is not good for any of these Warmies. Oh man! There is a brass knucks in her hands. Brass knucks in her hands. Diana Cruz being slammed down by Andy Jaden. JVD is knocked out, ladies and gentlemen. On the table. Another table, and throw the table down on Jaden. Oh, man, what a maneuver by Diana Cruz, sweeping the legs, and now it's going to pay for it. Oh, face first onto the ladder. And what a spinning heel kick by Katsali. What on earth is JVD and Katsali trying to plot here? And Diana Cruz shakes the nerves off here and being sent back inside the ring. Andy Jaden. Combination alongside Ava Katsali to these body blows to JVD. Off the sling blade into a drop kick. Never thought I'd see that sight here. Andy Jaden now at the mercy of Ava Katsali. Look at the strength on display. The transitioning here. Look at this. Transitioning to the backstabber! What a transition by Ava Katsali. That was incredible. The most beautiful backbreaker, as she calls it. Sorry. And Diana Cruz now going to prop Ava Katsali up on that ladder. Oh! And a shot to the midsection. Diana Cruz, look at her go for broke! Flying over the top rope, crashing down on Katsali! She is down! JVD is rock solid! And Andy Jaden and Diana Cruz having a slugfest right in front of the assistant commentators. JVD finally found a way back into it. Oh! Off the Spanish fly, JVD moving away from the Hurricanrana attempt. A little bit of showing off. Oh, got kicked in the mug. And another shot to the midsection. Oh! Andy Jaden is going crazy right now with these shots here. Now finds another target. And Ava Katsali again with the Spanish fly. Turns her attention to Diana Cruz. Sends her back inside the ring, telling her to bring it. She's telling everybody to bring it. But got caught. She got caught, however. Oh no! Great counter! Great counter! Great counter by Jaden! Shoulders are down to be the #1 contender, but Jaden couldn't get the pin. And now Crucifix Driver by Diana Cruz. Again, there is one fall that will decide this entire match, either by pinfall or submission. And that submission play might be used by Ava Quetzali. She is well versed in the submission game. And that moonsault connected perfectly by JVD. And Diana Cruz having other thoughts here, waiting for Jaden to make it back to her feet from behind. Has her up on the shoulders here. Now just stretching and contorting the body of Andy Jaden. There's a knee bar. Knee bar again, but down with Jaden. Diana Cruz couldn't capitalize off of it. Had to keep her eyes on that submission attempt by Ava Quetzali, like I said. Oh! Spinning heel kick into the cover. And Ava Quetzali making the save. And now Quetzali off the handspring! And the Pele connects. JVD now back inside the ring. Turn around, Quetzali, you got caught. JVD now manipulating Ava Quetzali in the only way that she can here. Off the ropes now. Slinging shot. Oh, look at the athleticism. Spinning drop kick by JVD. From behind, got caught, however. JVD now sending Jaden into the corner. Oh, and catching Cruz with a flying heel kick. Turns her attention back to Andy Jaden in the corner. Got caught with an elbow, however. And Andy Jaden with a hurricane and slamming her down on the run to the table. And JVD getting some separation now. Andy Jaden now goes out to the outside. Got caught by Ava Quetzali. However, send it to the stairs and take it out by Diana Cruz. Again, this is for an opportunity to be the #1 contender for the VRW Women's Championship. I'm sure Sammy Stone is looking on somewhere backstage, watching to see who exactly is going to be coming after her at Capital Anarchy. And this is a match that she didn't want to be left in the dark of all the plans that are happening for Capital Anarchy. And later on tonight, the Don is going to have something to say about Capital Anarchy, including 2 announced matches that he will be bringing to us live here in the Warzone. As Andy Jaden now continuing the striking combination, now being sent away by Ava Quetzali, who continues to show off her lustful nature here in VRW. And blocking with the discus boot. However, Andy Jaden locking in. Oh, into a snap suplex. And from behind, JVD sending Diana Cruz into the apron, hardest part of the ring here, blocking the heel kick. Andy Jaden spiking her face first. And Diana Cruz locking in a bear hug. And squeezing the life out of Ava Quetzali. However, submissions only have that fall inside the ring, but the damage is still being done regardless. Ava Quetzali, however, doesn't want to be trapped in that bear hold any longer. But from behind, Andy Jaden into another Frankensteiner. Turns her attention to Cruz, being sent back inside the ring. Diana Cruz feeling the crowd. Just trash-talking JVD. Once again, sending Jaden back inside the ring, but this time she follows. Andy Jaden making it back to her feet, however, it caught in the position once again. Andy Jaden able to counter, roll up, shoulders are down, #1 contendership on the line, and Cruz able to find the escape. Now all 4 Warman is back inside the ring. Face first goes Quetzali, down goes Cruz. Andy Jaden from the top rope, possibly looking for that moonsault once again, but JVD sending Jaden down, and Jaden rolls to the outside. It's all on JVD. Clothesline by Ava Quetzali, and now Quetzali with her prey in mind, but from behind, drop kick to the back of the leg. And Cruz now turns her attention to JVD. Locks in the bear hug again. Squeezing the life out of JVD. Possibly going to tap out here. Being taken and intercepted by Andy Jaden again. Jaden got caught with that backhand, moved out of the way. However, kick to the midsection by Ava and shoved away by Cruz. And Ava slamming Diana Cruz's shoulder first onto the mat here. Oh man! Snapping back the arm in an awful way here. Cover, and JVD able to make the save. But up on the shoulders again. JVD able to counter. Great counter by JVD. Hook to the leg, shoulders are down, and a shoulder came up. JVD so close to being named the #1 contender. But JVD refusing to slow down, refusing to give up here. Andy Jaden, however, back in the clutches here. Oh, misses with the kick from behind. Andy Jaden turns it around. JVD now, however, sending Jaden into the ropes. Into a snap power slam. But back up on the shoulders again. Backbreaker by Cruz. And out goes JVD from behind. Ava Katsali with the spinning heel kick into the cover. Look to the leg. Shoulders are down. And EG is so quick to make a save. But now in the face. Turns it inside and out with a DDT. Misdirection into it all. Now combination with the clotheslines. Still with a hold. Into the ripcord. And snap it. Oh! Was able to knock down Ava Katsali. Bear hug was locked back in. JVD making the save once again. Now JVD just gonna make Andy J feel pain at this point. Oh! Elbow by Diana Cruz, who catches it with a discus boot and a super kick! All four War Maidens put it on the match of their lives. Jaden is rocked, but still trying to make it back to her feet. Shot by Ava Katsali. Has her up on the shoulders into another backbreaker. Into the cover of the arm drag. However, Andy Jaden making a save. And now off the handspring once again. Oh! Kick in the face of Ava Katsali. JVD has her. Backbreaker. Now Andy Jaden catching her with a heel kick. Cover once again. Hook to the leg. Shoulders are down. JVD able to kick out. Andy was trying to react but couldn't have any time because there's Diana Cruz taking advantage of the situation. Now trying to drag Jaden into a precarious situation. Oh! Off the takedown. Ava Katsali, who was recognized as the sin of lust in VRW, using every part of her assets to her advantage. Now being sent into the corner by Diana Cruz. Diana with a stiff roundhouse kick. Now Cruz off the moonsault using the bottom rungs. Still isn't done, however, this time from the middle rope. But looking for a trifecta from the top rope. There's another moonsault. And now off that takedown, armbar is locked in, but Diana doesn't realize, and the ref isn't paying attention to the pin. JVD on the verge of tapping out, but able to find an escape. But the pin is still locked in, Diana couldn't get the win. But once again, armbar is in. The armbar is in again. And Diana Cruz stopped the submission. Andy Jaden off the heads as a takedown once again. And into a cover. Another cover for JVD to put this matchup away. All four of these War Maidens trying to make it to Capital Anarchy. Trying to get their first VRW War Maidens Championship match. Another snap suplex by Andy Jaden. Making it back to the top rope. Wants to fly. This is Gravity's champion on display, but realizes what was happening. JVD trying to make the interception from behind. However, Diana Cruz locking up Andy Jaden with a DDT and a backhand by Diana Cruz. And Cruz again having to fend off JVD right now. Kick to the midsection. This time it's Katsali with a little bit of interference here. Shot from behind, moved aside. However, Diana Cruz looking for it again, looking for the coffin bomb. But NDJ lock it in, take it down. But once he realized, didn't realize it, Diana Cruz was a pin, JVG.
Here's your winner,
Diana Cruz has punched her ticket to Capital Anarchy. Sammy Stone, you wanted competition. Well, now you've got it. For now, the 5th consecutive week, these 4 War Maidens have been the talk of the town, and it makes no surprise the action that was seen in this matchup. There were 2 other attempts for that coffin drop from Diana Cruz, and she had to go through ulterior methods in order to wear down her other opponents in this matchup. Here you see just some of those ulterior methods here. That clothesline it completely turned Eva Katsali inside and out. And off of that discus big boot and a super kick by Eva Katsali, a beautiful moment. And then we will see some of the unique style in the arsenal of Diana Cruz. Never saw this in the past few number of weeks, but that trifecta of moonsaults was just incredible, and it would have been over had the ref not paid attention to the armbar locked in. But this would be the 3rd and final attempt to nailing this coffin bomber by Diana Cruz, who has solidified herself as the best out of these 4 War Maidens and is now able to call herself the #1 contender for the VRW War Maidens Championship. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've got quite the show lined up for you tonight, because later on we're about to see the 3rd match in the best of 5 series that has been going on between the Undisputed Elite and the Broken Absolution. Tonight we see part 3 of this series. Tori Doyle and Suplex of the Undisputed Elite will take on the team that is known as Broken Absolution, Dallas Cole and Maggie Morgan. And it's not just that we have to look forward to. Tonight we are going to see this match happen in the Warzone. 2 years in the making. It is a battle of supremacy. 2 top figures in the annals of VRW's history. It is the king of the Warzone, Jason Thomas, versus the newly minted Red Dawn, Qu'Ran Cook. And then to close out the show, as much as many have criticized the American Terror for how they have been acting as of late, there is promise to this new focus of Mason Rex and the direction that he is headed towards Capital Anarchy. Tonight, Mason Rex addresses the championship match that will take place at Capital Anarchy for the VRW Warzone Championship.
following contest is scheduled for one from, what should I say first? From Jersey City, New Jersey, Alex Haas.
Now we heard from Alex Haas today that he is on a mission of redemption, and that redemption stems from back in October at the Tenfold pay-per-view, where Alex Haas participated in his first VRW match, and in that match he was locked inside of a dungeon along with 5 other participants, including the winner of that match, who ended up possessing the Plan for Gold in Austin Storm, and Austin dealing with all this extra stuff that's going on between him and Raymond Page. But Alex Haas, he has defeated Betty, a member of that dungeon match. That happened a couple weeks ago, and tonight he takes on Marty Morton in a mission to defeat him, as well as if this man has a vendetta against those who cost him his first victory in VRW.
And his opponent, from Queens, New York, Marty Morton.
Meanwhile, we have the polar opposite, this man of steel, as he proclaims himself to be, Marty Morton, who is just for better lack of words, a wrecking ball of positivity. Marty Morton is the kind of guy that you look at and say, this is the personification of that word. And for this one word that I would describe Marty Morton, passionate. Marty Morton is looking to make a true name of himself here in VRW, and I, for one, cannot wait to see the kind of warmonger he becomes. Unfortunately, he has to contend in his first Warzone matchup against a beast of a man like Alex Haas. And Alex Haas, who proved himself to be a vicious player amongst the warmongers, especially with the man dripping blood red down his face in his matchup against Vetty. It was a very physical competition, and I'm sure we're going to see shades of that here in this match. And now, pound for pound, Marty Morton and Alex Haas are quite on the same strength level, if you would. Marty Morton, a mere 328 pounds. Alex Haas, a little bit more than that, 330 pounds. As pure muscle with both of these warmongers. It's just so easy for these two to just deadlift and toss their opponents however they see fit. Marty Morton, who did a little bit of collegiate wrestling, man, even went on to participate in wrestling in the Olympics. Alex Haas, however, has no such feats on his resume, but right now he's doing quite well for himself, locking in this single knee camel clutch submission. However, Marty Morton was able to break the hold almost indefinitely here. Ducks underneath the clothesline. Alex Haas just had it well scouted here, now targeting the left arm of Marty Morton here. And Marty trying to contend and deal with the ferocious nature of Alex Haas. We're about to see more shades of it here right now. And Marty Morton, welcome to the war zone. Alex Haas is just so fierce, just so dynamic when it comes to his ability to take apart his opponent there. And Marty Morton kicking him square in the face here. Here's some of the strength that I was talking about in the wheelhouse of Marty Morton. Pound for pound, Marty is on par with Alex Haas. Let's retreat for momentarily. And Marty is holding down the ring. Haas needs to turn around, needs to focus on the opponent there. You can see the distance of that release German suplex. And like I said, Marty Morton, pound for pound, is a definite match. Look at this man with a gut-wrench suplex. I believe Alex Haas was not wasn't prepared for this kind of offense from Marty Morton here. Like I said, look at the straight down power slam by Morton and stomping out Haas. Needs to pay attention to the referee's 10 count, however. Count is at 6. Haas being thrown back inside the ring. Morton deciding to climb to the top rope. Big man can fly. Elbow to the spine. Morton now going in for the cover. Hooks the leg. Shoulders are down here. And Haas able to get the right shoulder up at 2. It's not just the fact that Morton is powerful. He's deceivingly agile. Here's a cover from Haas this time and a power out from Marty Morton. And boom! That's the difference of styles and the backgrounds of Haas and Morton. Morton has a repertoire of collegiate wrestling in his resume, but Alex Haas is all completely natural for him. It's complete instinct for Alex Haas. Dropkick did get all that, however, and Marty Morton able to capitalize here with a toss. Big time toss from Morton into the cover. Hook the leg, shoulders are down, and Alex Haas having a power out at 2.5. And Morton thinks that he can put this matchup away. Morton looking to take the head off of Alex Haas with that discus lariat. Now into the cover again. Shoulders are down. Shoulders are down. Haas again able to power out at 2. The passionate man of steel, Marty Morton, knows the assignment and understands that this is not going to be an easy task. And a clothesline, but still holding on to the husk of Alex Haas, and there's a second one. Marty with a trifecta of clotheslines, trying to wear down Alex Haas. Now looking to overpower him. Oh, able to counter into a dragon whip and a kick to the side of the head. Marty Morton knows just how powerful, how resilient the man Alex Haas really is. Now toss it to the corner. Marty Morton is at the mercy of Alex Haas. A stiff strike to the back. Continue this ferocious nature here. And this time targeting the left leg. And a kick to the face by Alex Haas. And continuing this onslaught of Marty Morton. Not trying to give this man an ounce of momentum to push himself forward into this matchup here. And Haas crawling into the cover once again. Hook to the leg. And only a 1 count by Morton. And that has got to upset Alex Haas. And there you see some of that ferociousness taking over. Unprotected shot to the face of Marty Morton. And now, once again, picking the leg into the camel clutch once again. Camel clutch STF applied by Alex Haas, trying to force Marty Morton to tap out here. And a big elbow to the face of Haas. Marty Morton getting him. He is now on the comeback train. Ducks beneath the clothesline, back body drop. Marty Morton gonna take him for a ride. Spine on the pine. And the man of steel has locked into this matchup again. Overhead, half and half toss. Marty Morton showing off his strength to Alex Haas, letting him know that he's not the only big man of the newest batch of VRW Warmongers with a running power slam, forcing Haas into a retreat. And Marty Morton is holding down the fort. That's a statement. Alex Haas barely trying to get back to his feet here, and Morton on the attack here, but Haas had well scouted and knew what was coming for him. Tossing Morton back inside the ring. Alex Haas now showing off his own kind of strength. Release. German suplex. Damn near tossing Morton into the bottom turnbuckle. And Morton able to drop it with a jawbreaker. More strength on display here. Look at this. Standing vertical suplex. Look at this, the strength, the skill, the power of Marty Morton. Beautiful suplex. Now into the cover once again to put down Alex Haas, who again powers out at 2. This is a battle of heavyweights. Marty Morton wants to end this again. Another discus lariat. Now into the cover. Hook to the leg. Shoulders are down. And mere seconds, Alex Haas having to resort to grab onto the bottom rope. But Marty Morton keeping on the assault. Big splash by the Man of Steel. But Alex Haas able to catch him here, and there's a rotating half and half suplex. This time by Haas, cover, shoulders are down, kick out by Marty Morton. This is about to be another instant classic of pure heavyweights who would love to do nothing more but to show off their strength. Marty Morton is definitely trying to one-up Alex Haas, but it's the complete opposite of nature between these two. Alex Haas a bit more deranged when it comes to his ferocious style of wrestling and tossing his opponent. Marty Morton passionate, but yet still fierce when it comes to his style. Once again, picking the leg once more into another camel clutch. And look at the disrespect, having Marty Morton right there at the bottom rope, so close to the bottom rope, but Morton playing to his pride, refusing to grab onto the bottom rope, trying to endure, trying to fight through the submission hold, as painful as it may be. Marty Morton able to break the hold, blasting him with an elbow. Now able to reset. However, takedown once again. Alex Haas looking for a sharpshooter. Another submission. And again, just so close to that bottom rope, but look at the wherewithal, the resolve of Marty Morton able to find a way out, but ran straight into a German suplex. Alex Haas is trying to shut down all the momentum, trying to go on the comeback train, but Marty Morton able to counter, now has him up on his shoulders, more strength on display, draped over the top rope. And Morton possibly finding his second win. This adrenaline rush is finally starting to kick in for Marty Morton. Once again, wants to go to the high-risk district, climbed all the way to the top rope, wants to fly with a big splash. Full contact by Marty Morton, and now has Haas up with a bear hug. Bear hug is locked in. Haas is in deep, deep trouble. Morton tired of being locked in submissions throughout this matchup here. Now trying to squeeze the life out of Alex Haas, but Alex blasting Morton with these elbows and a bell clap. And a lariat. And now Alex Haas locked in on a comeback train of his own. 3 consecutive clotheslines, and Marty Morton refusing to give Haas any kind of advantage going forward. And now we are in a dangerous spot, as powerful as these two warmongers are now residing here on the outside, the unprotected area here. And Marty Morton off the deadly Saito suplex. And at this point, these two are just going to hurt each other even more here. Another discus, this time in the form of a straight right. But Morton knows the way he wants to win. He wants to pin. He wants to submit Alex Haas inside the ring. Climbed all the way to the top rope again, dropping another elbow. And Alex Haas starting to heat up here, trying to give Alex Haas a piece of his own ferocity here with a full head of steam. Another big time splash by Morton. Marty Morton is all fired up here, and look at the strength still on display, beeling. Alex Haas, that is incredible. Continuing to hold down the fort, waiting for Haas to get back in. Tossed into the ropes here, able to leapfrog, trying to collide into Alex Haas, but Haas breaking through. Now the confrontation in the center of the ring, more power on display, capture suplex by Alex Haas. Another toss by Alex. Another cover on Marty, who is able to get the right shoulder up again. And Morton almost immediately coming back to his feet. And another overhead toss. Another overhead toss by Marty Morton. Off that half and half. Into the cover once again. Hook to the leg. Shoulders are down. Haas again. Able to power out at 2.5. But Marty continuing the onslaught. Went for another discus lariat. But Haas able to counter. There's an elbow. An overhead strike here. No. Stiff forearm strike by Alex Haas. And another side heel suplex. This time delivered by Haas. And that one might have actually hurt Morton and then set him up for another submission hold. Straight jacket into the sleeper. Then Marty Morton with no choice but to tap out to Alex Haas. Take nothing away from the passion of Marty Morton. Alex Haas is your winner and victor in this brutal back and forth matchup here. Marty Morton going pound for pound against this monster that we now know as Alex Haas. This is only his third match in VRW, and it almost seems like he is evolving with every matchup. Compared to what we saw with Betty, Marty Morton was truly testing the endurance and the strength of Alex Haas. But here would be the turning point. This deadly side heel and the way that he was dropped on the top of the head allowed Alex Haas to lock in a straitjacket sleeper, forcing Marty Morton to tap out. Alex Haas, a dangerous man. And that was a threatening proclamation from Alex Haas. He has now caught out both Bram Goodwin and Austin Storm. Let it be known to the both of them, a monster is heading your way.
following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing the Undisputed Elite, Torrie Doyle and Sue.
Now the score is tied 1-1. UE versus Broken Absolution. We got through with Torrie Doyle versus Maggie Morgan. Last week, it was Dallas Cole versus Suplex. Now, these two teams are going to go head-to-head in tag team action.
And their opponents, the team of Dallas Cole, Maggie Morgan, Absolution.
I hate to keep bringing up this bitter pill that was swallowed a few weeks ago, but the last time we saw Dallas Cole and Maggie Morgan in a tag team situation, it was the night they lost the VRW Warzone Tag Team Championships to the Atomic Blondes. And I'm sure the Atomic Blondes are already facing the pressure of the returning Eva Cyanide and Amber Young, who have set their sights on the Warzone Tag Team Championships. Much like Absolution looking for their championship rematch to put that clause into effect, but they have to contend and wrestle with, no pun intended, the Undisputed Elite, who is standing in their way, especially now with this best of 5 series. This isn't going to end until we reach Capital Anarchy. Matchup is now underway. Now let me remind you all of the series that we are going through right now. This best of 5 series that was applied and set up by the Dawn. There will be no interferences from any partner in either group during these matches in the series. That's why you don't see Ruby Rebel. That's why you don't see Marissa Barrett here out at ringside. They're shacked up with the Don backstage in his office. Tag was made to Maggie Morgan. We're about to see some tag team offense on display. Now in this best of 5 series is going to set up a match at Capital Anarchy here. Submission locked in by Maggie Morgan, and there's Torrie to make the save. The winner of this best of 5 series is going to determine the type of matchup both of these two teams are going to have at Capital Anarchy, and a kick out at 2. Right now the score is tied 1-1, and both of these teams are looking to get these next 2 victories in an important fashion that's going to determine how this all is going to end. Whether it be the Undisputed Elite standing on top, or will it be Absolution and Marissa Barrett of the Broken Kingdom, who they had their eyes set on every type of championship right now on display. Speaking of on display, more tag team cooperation between Dallas Cole and Maggie Morgan. And transitioning now up to the top rope. Dallas Cole is looking to fly, and there is Torrie Doyle to save Sue from getting dove on by Dallas Cole. The suplex was rocked, and for very dangerously so here. But another tag was made, and once again another shoulder tackle. Trying to get the shoulder out of its socket here. Up on the top rope is Maggie Morgan. Now Torrie was tagged in and rolled straight into a stunner. Torrie Doyle, who is often considered as the weakest link of the Undisputed Elite by many war mans of VRW's old. But Torrie was able to show out at the start of this best of 5 series, who picked up the first victory by defeating the war man in the ring right now, Maggie Morgan, who is locked in a camel clutch submission hold. Dallas Cole trying to make the save here, but Maggie able to fight her way out herself. Gotta make sure that Dallas Cole doesn't get herself disqualified here. Oh! Knee to the side of the dome. How ecstatic Dallas Cole was last week when she scored her first one-on-one victory since arriving here in VRW. That was a momentous occasion for Dallas last week. Picking up that victory over Suplex did her confidence wonders here. Tag made once again. Dallas Cole with a shot to Torrie Doyle to the midsection here. Kick to the ribs once again. Dallas Cole Full head of steam here. Double knees in the face of Tori Doyle. That's Dallas Cole now. That is a lot of distance that she needs to cover here. And suplex, trying to run some interference. Dallas Cole able to fly. Beautiful drop kick, landing dead center of the chest of Tori Doyle. And Dallas Cole is keeping both members of the Undisputed Elite at bay here, but able to break through was Tori Doyle. Ducked underneath the roundhouse kick. Another shot to the ribs by Dallas Cole. And again with that double knees to the face. But this time Cole crawls into the cover here. Hook to the leg, shoulders are down. And not yet. Dallas Cole and Maggie Morgan have been picking up tips from Marissa Barrett, former television champion, former VRW War Maidens champion, picking up these tips on how to be a better VRW War Maiden. Super kick to the jaw by Maggie Morgan. Here's the cover once again, and suplex making the save. Barrett basically teaching Absolution to see these open opportunities here. Look at the styling of Maggie Morgan off of that moonsault and suplex again. Showing off the quickness in her repertoire, much like Dallas Cole would. And now, Morgan is trying to get a shot off at suplex. Meanwhile, on the other side of the ring, Dallas Cole sending Tori back in. Suplex having to contest with Maggie Morgan here, who gets tossed back inside the ring, fed straight to Tori Doyle. And Tori is going to take advantage of this as much as he wants to be. Moved out of the way of the knee. Maggie Morgan back to a vertical base here. Slamming down with a sit-out jawbreaker. Maggie refusing to let Tori make the tag. And is keeping Tori Doyle at bay here. And raining down with these headbutts. A meeting of the minds. I'm sure that Marissa Barrett and Ruby Rebel are patiently waiting to see how this matchup is going to be. Regardless, whoever loses this match has to significantly do better the next couple of weeks here, scoring 2 back-to-back victories in order to win the best of 5 series. Tori Doyle tried to make the pinfall there, and Dallas Cole so quick to make the save. Tori Doyle now making the tag to suplex. And Sue has her eyes set on Dallas Cole here. Dallas got caught in the clutches. A suplex. And here's just one of them now. Slammed down on the hardest part of the ring. And Maggie Morgan turns her attention to Tori Doyle. However, got caught up in the ropes there. But Morgan continuing to be persistent against Doyle here. Again draped into the ropes here. Suplex now back inside the ring. Off the handspring. Lariat! Taking down Morgan. And Absolution starting to get a bit frustrated and starting to make mistakes like this. And suplex has locked in a crossface, keeping the left arm trapped behind the head and neck of Sue. Trying to get some elevation there, but Maggie Morgan able to break through the submission. Dallas Cole, a little bit of support here. Kick to the midsection. Suplex. Looking for the suplex powerbomb. Not so often we see that kind of suplex coming from the strongest member of the Undisputed Elite. There's a tag made. More offense on display here. Suplex with Tori Doyle from the middle rope into a drop kick. And Morgan able to make the tag to Dallas Cole. Tori Doyle holding down the fort. Rolls into another stunner. The speed and elevation hit over the top rope. But Dallas Cole able to have it well scouted. Starting to use a bit more strategy than tactic. And the referee's count continues to climb here. Dallas Cole sending Doyle back inside the ring. And Tori Doyle is going to be allowed to make the tag to suplex. And it's called. There's a clothesline with the swiftness from Dallas. Trying to pick up some of the momentum from last week's victory. Dallas Cole now sending suplex into the ropes. Pop up into it. Double kicks. Dallas Cole is continuing to put the pressure on. Suplex now, rain down these strikes on the legs. You take away the strength of the legs, you take away some of the strength in your arsenal. And Dallas Cole knows that. Kick to the midsection, going for the pump handle, locks in the Ruby Driver. And Dallas Cole, kick to the midsection, looking for a stage dive. Suplex is down. Shades of last week. Cover for Dallas Cole to move up the score. And Suplex powers at 2.5. Almost saw the score go from 2-1. And Dallas Cole continuing to put the pressure on Suplex, slamming her face head first into that top turnbuckle. There's a back elbow shot from Suplex. Kick to the midsection. Dallas Cole going for a ride. Locks in a suplex. Careful, the clutch locked in. Suplex trying to force Dallas Cole to tap out. But Dallas. Shots to the ribs. Shots to the midsection. An elbow to the face by Dallas Cole. Maggie Morgan was there as back up toss over and out of the ring. And now we are seeing shades of what happened at tenfold. The 2-on-1 advantage. Suplex into the wrong spot right now. And the referee can't do anything about it. Dallas Cole. Well, overhead suplex. Modified version of a gut wrench. Trying to play the same games as Suplex. Now raining down these knees to the side of the dome. Dallas Cole is done playing around. Count is at 7. Cole sending Sue back inside the ring. You gotta imagine how worn down Suplex and Dallas Cole have gotten since the start of this matchup here. Dragged back to the corner of Absolution, making the tag once again. Dallas Cole, Maggie Morgan, double team move here, back body drop. And Maggie got caught with a stiff kick here. Tried to run into a handspring lariat, but Suplex. The mixed martial artists of the Undisputed Elite. Shot to the ribs again by Maggie Morgan. And his overhead round straight punch here. Sliding kick to the face, and Torrie Doyle making a save. And that's the thing about Torrie Doyle and Suplex. There's a reason why these two held tag team championship gold on multiple occasions. Dallas Cole and Maggie Morgan only did it once, and it was only for the duration of another hiatus. Another back body drop. These two weren't given a chance to fight as legit champions until the night they lost it. But Dallas Cole and Maggie Morgan try to make up for that blunder over the top rope. Laid out tope. Delivered the suplex. Dallas Cole now holding the ring, but goes straight after. Torrie Doyle slingshot into a DDT. Dallas Cole definitely trying to make up for all the losses, for all the insignificant happenings, for Absolution. Doesn't want to let Marissa bear it down. The Suplex, however, found a way to take advantage, found a way to take the momentum out of the sails. There's a springboard super kick. And Suplex, done playing fair, done being humble, wants to try and make a spectacle out of this one here. Suplex into a modified version of a Uranagi slam, and Suplex kick to the ribs, trying to put this one away, looking for the ultimate suplex. Dallas Cole, however, able to counter, chopping down at the back of the leg, a suplex, and there's a running clothesline. Cover again by Dallas Cole, and there is Torrie Doyle to make the save. But Dallas Cole is not done. Dallas Cole wants to put this matchup away, get another point on the board for the broken Absolution. There's another stage dive into the cover once again, but there's another save by Torrie Doyle. And unless Maggie Morgan or Dallas Cole finds a way to isolate suplex here, that's going to keep on happening. As Dallas Cole continues to find a way to put it into this matchup here. Try to get another pinfall victory over Suplex, who catches her with a knee and then with a German suplex. And Dallas Cole trying to crawl to her corner, trying to make the tag that was made already to Torrie Doyle. Torrie allowing it to happen. There's a tag to Maggie Morgan. And Maggie with the duck under, double under, hook into the corkscrew suplex, into the cover, hook to the leg. Sue able to make the save. And Maggie Morgan now having to change tactics here. Oh, again, targeting the legs of Torrie Doyle. And that one might have tweaked at the left knee here. Slides into a flatliner. And tag was made. You see that Torrie Doyle really putting a lot of thought and pressure into that left leg. You see it twitching there. And Dallas Cole from the top rope with a moonsault. Moonsault connecting. Hook to the leg. Shoulder to down. Morgan intercepting. And Absolution gets another point on the board. A very necessary victory for the mindset of Maggie Morgan and Dallas Cole. Dallas with another pinfall victory for the sake of not just this best of 5 series, but for the sake of her own psyche, was able to get the pinfall again for the second week in a row, despite the ferocity that Suplex was applying into this matchup here to both Cole and Morgan. Dallas Cole will try to carry all the burden all for herself. But she remembered that she is a part of a well-oiled machine with Absolution, Maggie Morgan being the best partner for her in this scenario, who did the damage to the left leg of Torrie Doyle that kept her down and grounded long enough to nail this moonsault. With Absolution adding another point to the board, one has to wonder what tricks are left to be played by the Undisputed Elite. Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, we are about to witness a match 2 years in the making. It is a match of nothing more but redemption. A match to put one on top of the other on the leaderboard. The forefront standing of VRW. It is the King, Jason Thomas, versus the Red Dawn, Qu'Ran Cook. That match is coming up next.
The following contest is scheduled for one from Memphis, Tennessee, the King of the Warzone, Jason Thomas.
Jason Thomas returned in quite the stylistic fashion. Back at the Ultimate Frenzy 2, he challenged the then King of the Warzone, Austin Storm, for the right to name himself the one true king of VRW. Needless to say, when he returned to the Warzone for the second time, his presence in the Warzone Championship picture was a sight to behold. Here tonight, he looks to correct a wrong and a mark in his career when he lost the Soul Survivor Championship to Qu'Ran Cook. 2 years in the making for this matchup.
You don't wanna see me mad, I'll be coming with that payback. You don't wanna taste that, don't wanna see me on attack. Trust me, you don't wanna face that adrenaline, I crave that. Yeah, you know I'm nasty, I'm about to be a savage when I'm wrong.
And his opponent from Sioux Falls, Virginia, he's the Red Dog,
Qu'Ran Cook, who will go down in history as one of the longest reigning VRW Soul Survivor champions in history. That all came down to a match at Insurgency. It was between himself, Jason Thomas, and Jason Ramirez, where Qu'Ran Cook won his first VRW championship, and he took that ship further than the moon. He shot that thing through the galaxy of VRW, and that is a victory he holds over the head of the King of the Warzone, Jason Thomas. Tonight, Qu'Ran Cook goes one-on-one with Jason Thomas to instill the idea that the headhunter back then has become the Red Dawn that will look upon VRW. And Qu'Ran Cook, straight out the gate, taking down the King with an immediate clothesline, and Jason Thomas was not ready, was not anticipating this kind of explosive offense right out the gate. Jason Thomas, the technical style wrestler that he is, knows his way with his hand-to-hand combat here, fisticuffs with a boxing background in his degree. And Qu'Ran Cook, former champion of his own self. Both of these two, former Soul Survivor champions, both of these two have victories over the current VRW Warzone champion, Mason Rex. And both of these men are just going to be showing off their pride as VRW warmongers. Qu'Ran Cook peeling himself over the top rope, landing on Jason Thomas. But Jason Thomas is no slouch either. Take nothing away from the King of the Warzone. He is the king for a reason. He is the first winner of the Own the Throne tournament. He stole the throne from Austin Storm. Technically, he is a two-time king of the Warzone, a feat that is held by no one else in VRW, and a king with a running Liger bomb to Qu'Ran Cook. And that is a feat on his resume that he can hold above anyone in VRW, as Qu'Ran Cook ran in for the trap here, wrenching away at the arm. Stiff elbow strike by Qu'Ran Cook, and now tying up the King with a package knee breaker. And Qu'Ran Cook, we never see him that often on the top rope, but the Red Dawn looks to fly, crashing down with an elbow. But however, look at the strength of Jason Thomas, backbreaker, catching Qu'Ran Cook in mid-air and continuing to put the pressure on the left arm. The King of the Warzone, who took a definite sabbatical, as he put it in his own words, well deserved. But Qu'Ran Cook who waited his time, waited for his chance to swoop in and become the menace that he was back when he was the headhunter of VRW. Not much has changed as far as the personality of Qu'Ran Cook goes. However, Jason Thomas has a whole new mindset. Man is more tactical, more precise with what he is targeting right now, and that is the left arm and shoulder of Qu'Ran Cook. Focusing that body part right now is going to have Qu'Ran having to exert himself a bit more than he is right now. Small exchange there, kick to the midsection by Jason Thomas with another running Liger bomb in the back of the head, coming down in that top turnbuckle, and Qu'Ran Cook retreated to the outside. It's Jason Thomas relishing in the work that he has done here. Jason Thomas crashing through the middle ropes into Qu'Ran Cook. And Qu'Ran, sidestep by the King. Kick to the midsection, however, Qu'Ran Cook sidestep by him this time. And now Qu'Ran throwing these equal lefts and rights. Backbreaker into a flat line. As Cook now tosses Jason Thomas back inside the ring again. Both of these two with exceptional backgrounds. And both of these two wanting to prove to each other that they are the better warmonger. Here's the cover. Hook to the leg, and the King only allowing Qu'Ran Cook a count of 1 with that cover. As Jason Thomas now tosses to the corner. Qu'Ran Cook, being caught with that back elbow. Jason Thomas in pursuit, tossing Qu'Ran into the ropes here. Back body drop. A lot of height on that one. Straight into another cover for Qu'Ran Cook, who is able to get that right shoulder up. And the idea that Jason Thomas can call himself a two-time King of Warzone discus lariat, taking Qu'Ran for a loop there. And again, continuing to focus the pressure on his left arm and shoulder of Qu'Ran Cook. Jason Thomas with a lot of distance there. Qu'Ran doing the smart thing, rolling the opposite way. But Qu'Ran now, running into a face buster. And now trying to go for something big here. Jason Thomas with that knee to the midsection. Thomas now looking for, thought he was going to see a package pile driver, but a great counter by Qu'Ran Cook. Turning that into an Alabama slam. The Red Dawn now trying to put some offense in his own way and jamming the knee right underneath of the jaw, and now trying to choke the life out of Jason Thomas here. Breaking the grip, however. Climbing to the top rope now. Qu'Ran Cook with a headbutt to the shoulder. Here's the cover. Hook to the leg, and another kick out at 1. Jason Thomas is trying to demoralize the confidence of Qu'Ran Cook of that power bomb in the knee straight to the nose. And Qu'Ran is loving the work that he is putting into this matchup here. The King is bleeding right in front of his people. And the damage is only going to get worse. Shot to the ribs in midsection here. Qu'Ran flies in with a clothesline. Man is pumped up and is ready to put this matchup away. Qu'Ran Cook now has Jason Thomas up on his shoulders, running power slam by the Red Dawn. Cover, hook to the leg, shoulders are down. Jason Thomas kicking out at 2, but quickly getting back to his feet off the hammerlock into a suplex. And Jason Thomas is shrugging off all the offense that Qu'Ran is applying to him in this match. And continuing to go after that left arm, and now going after the right arm. Jason Thomas trying to take away some of the power out of Qu'Ran Cook, targeting his arms rather than his legs. And an elbow drop from the top rope. And now into the cover hook to the leg again. And Qu'Ran having to put a lot of force into that kick out, having to use an arm that has been worn down by the King of the Warzone. And being taken off of the apron. Jason Thomas, just a well laid out trap here. However, Qu'Ran Cook with a shot to the ribs here. Kick to the ribs again. Jason Thomas off the hands, bring it to a stunner. Everybody's rocking stunners tonight, but Jason Thomas now has another hammerlock applied. Underbarrel lariat. It's been so long. The King of Warzone with a victory. No. Qu'Ran Cook able to kick out at 2. And Jason Thomas starting to get a little bit sadistic there. And a spear! As fast, as impactful as that was, that spear was so out of nowhere from Qu'Ran Cook. But Jason making it back to his feet here, runs into a face buster. And again, Jason Thomas just focusing all these attacks on the arms and shoulders of Qu'Ran Cook, trying to pull them both out of their socket. Kick to the ribs again. Jason Thomas, got caught. However, side suplex by Qu'Ran Cook. Into the cover once again. Hook to the leg, shoulders are down. You can see all the blood just rushing down the face of Jason Thomas right now. And Qu'Ran, a little bit of payback for all the damage that Jason is doing to his arms. A little bit taste of his own medicine there. And a spear from himself! Jason Thomas trying to one-up the Red Dawn. And like, I'm going to eat my words now starting to target the left leg of Qu'Ran Cook, trying to find any advantage that he can in this matchup. And again, shoulder first into the mat. And Jason Thomas now climbing all the way to the top rope once again. I thought he was going to go for another elbow drop, and he still does. And now stepping down on the face of Qu'Ran Cook. And now I think Qu'Ran is starting to see red here and dropping the knee down on the back of the head and neck. And the King of Warzone trying to find all these advantages that he can here. Taken down, and there's the reason why all the damage being done to the arm. Reverse Fujiwara arm bar by the King of Warzone. Trying to force Qu'Ran Cook to tap out. But Qu'Ran able to slip through. Found an escape there. Kick to the midsection again. Jason going back after the arms of Qu'Ran Cook, this time trying to do more damage to the right arm and shoulder. Shots to the midsection by Qu'Ran Cook with the already injured left arm. And once again, the takedown. Another submission targeting that left arm and shoulder. Jason Thomas trying to break the arm of Qu'Ran Cook, who again is able to find a way to slip the arm through. But Jason, off the backhand chop, blocks it again. Qu'Ran Cook got caught with a kick to the ribs. And once again for a third time, locking in this submission. Will it be for the last time? Nowhere close enough to the ropes. Qu'Ran Cook on the verge of tapping out. If only a bit more pressure was put on by the King, who has been worn down through his matchup. And again, Qu'Ran was able to find the escape. But Qu'Ran Cook with a spinning Uranagi slam. And the King making it back to his feet here, passes over the top rope. Are you kidding me? The pressure now being applied by Qu'Ran Cook, former Soul Survivor champion, the man who ended the reign of the King of the Warzone, who was called the Jackal back then, being ravaged by these evil forearms to the back of the head and neck. And Qu'Ran Cook, forget a second win, Qu'Ran has gone into a berserker stage and is refusing to slow down, refusing to stop. He is a predator at heart and is looking to do whatever it takes to put the King down on his broken throne. And Qu'Ran Cook with a stiff forearm again to the back of the head and neck. Into the cover once again. Hook to the leg. Shoulders are down. The King now able to kick out at 2. No more 1 counts. And the King is clearly being worn down. And Qu'Ran Cook, the grip of the left wrist. And a clothesline taking him down. Jason Thomas is a sight for worse eyes right now. Qu'Ran with some power on display here. Not sure what exactly you would call that move, but you would call this a whiplash neck breaker. And the King retreating to the outside. Qu'Ran Cook holding down the fort. And now gonna fly over the top rope, but Jason moves aside. A baited trap that hails dividends. And the King continuing to assault Qu'Ran Cook on the outside, but a kick to the top of the dome and another kick to the midsection. Jason Thomas got caught, however, trapped up by Qu'Ran Cook. Package knee breaker, but this time on the outside. And Qu'Ran Cook ready to put this match away. Now going to drag the King away from the ropes to avoid any kind of rope break. Jason Thomas is in a bad predicament. Up on the shoulders with another running power slam. And Qu'Ran is too close to the bottom rope. And the VRW Riots calling for him to do it one more time. And big time clothesline by Qu'Ran Cook. Now has him up once again for another running power slam. The Red Dawn has silenced a King.
Here's your winner, Qu'Ran Cook.
Well, consider that argument settled. The Red Dawn of VRW and all of his former merit with a justifiable notice after this victory over the King of the Warzone, Jason Thomas. Qu'Ran Cook and Jason having to shake off a lot of ring rust, but regardless, we're only witnessing an evolution of the VRW warmongers of old. And here you see some of the pressure being applied by Qu'Ran Cook, pouncing Thomas over the top rope. And this will be a third new move in the arsenal of Qu'Ran Cook, the running power slam. Qu'Ran Cook is looking to be on a war path and is headed towards Mason Rex.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Darren Troy, the VRW Warzone champion, Mason Rex, American Time!
Mason Rex has proclaimed that he is ready to defend his VRW Warzone championship and only add to his legacy, and the legacy that is backed up by multiple championships as a whole from the unit known as American Terror. Capital Anarchy seems to be the flagship show for Mason Rex. Think about the name Capital Anarchy and the theme of American Terror. They coexist perfectly. Mason Rex is looking to take that pay-per-view and turn it into what many have called Sawyer and Troy for years in their career, into a stepping stone, and use it as a platform to only showcase the presentability of dominance of American Terror. weren't expecting any kind of interruptions, but now that you think about it, this was only delay of the inevitable, American Strong Style have arrived here in the Warzone. These were the men who walked on a tenfold with the VRW Warzone Tag Team Championships despite last week being submitted by Darren Troy. We were reassured that there is a plan in the works of Danny Wells. Mason Rex was outsmarted by American Strong Style. Danny Wells knew full well the intentions of Mason Rex and has now set up this incredible opportunity for the Broken Kingdom. With those three already speaking to the dawn, Broken Kingdom is now in another championship equation. But we're not even gonna have to wait until Capital Anarchy to see a tag team championship match. We're gonna see it next week. Will that just be between American Terror and American Strong Style, or is it going to be American Terror, American Strong Style, and the Broken Kingdom? Danny Wells caught Mason Rex slipping. He knew what was going to happen. But is this at fault of Mason Rex for waiting so long to speak to the Don in regards to his championship plans? Now AJ and Ace have a prime opportunity to win this matchup here. And not only that, sticking to Mason Rex's confidence going into Capital Anarchy. After the high that American Terror has been on since last week, you gotta imagine how unprepared they were to take on the Broken Kingdom in this way. And Darren Troy starting this match off here. He's the one that scored the submission victory over Chase Collins last week that got them on this victory high. And now they have to deal with the Broken Kingdom. And Darren Troy is some unorthodox athleticism that we don't normally see for Troy. That's not even the most shocking thing that's happening right now. Guys, Danny Wells of American Strong Style just outsmarted Mason Rex in his attempt at going after the VRW Warzone Tag Team Championships. Danny is doing whatever it takes to keep American Terror as furthest away from the Tag Team Championships in this championship trifecta dream that Mason Rex is now promoted off of the Fisherman Buster on the knee into the cover, and there's AJ Graves to make the save. And Sawyer trying to get rid of AJ as best as he can here, tossing him over the top rope. But Ace Barrett off the atomic drop to Sawyer, but still got caught in the clutches. Trying to go for a backbreaker. Ace Barrett able to counter in reverse, but no one to tag because AJ got taken out by Sawyer. Darren Troy, stiff European uppercut. Now I'm going to drag Ace Barrett, the former Warzone champion, to the corner of American Terror. Tag was made. American Terror, 3-time tag team champions. Could they make it a 4th time? That might be very well realistically able. Keep in mind, they were granted and they accepted the tag team championship match. But it's not going to happen in 3 weeks. It's going to happen next week. And if they lose this match, then the Broken Kingdom is going to be involved in that match. Another wall in the plans of American Terror. All thanks to Danny Wells of American Strong Style. And Sawyer putting the pressure on Ace Barrett now in the corner, driving the knees into the ribs. Another thing that American Terror has going for them in this match right now, they're in the main event. The notion that American Terror is always the start or end of the show, we are only added to that right now. Another tag team of Darren Troy and Sawyer on display. A little bit differently that we see. It's been a while since we've seen both of these two in a straight tag team matchup, but I forgot just how effective that these two can be. The tactician that is Darren Troy and the powerhouse of Sawyer. Now making the tag once again. Frequent tags being made by American Terror. Sawyer playing little mind games here, going back to the top rope. Big man can fly, as we saw earlier in the night, but there wasn't a target in sight. And Ace Barrett now, you see bloodshot on the left side of his face. Tag made to AJ Graves. Tag team action on display. Big kick to the face of Sawyer. Now a big knee to the side of the head. But the Broken Kingdom are no slouches to the tag team championship picture themselves. May not have held it as many times as American Terror, but the fact that they have tag team championships in their resume speaks volumes. The accomplishments that have been made by the Broken Kingdom over the years. Now they're trying to add more championships to their resume and try to at least match American Terror, but they have to win this one. And Ace Barrett, you see the blood just rushing down the left side of his face. Mason Rex keeping an eye on Barrett. Now climbed all the way to the top rope. Ace Barrett wants to fly, decides against it. But it turns it into the Ace of Spades! Ace of Spades! There's a cover! There's a cover to be added to the Tag Team Championship match! And Sawyer was able to kick out. And here's the thing, American Terror doesn't have anything to lose other than the percentage chances of winning the Tag Team Championship. The Broken Kingdom with everything to gain in this. Regardless, Mason Rex says that the Broken Kingdom in some way are going to be involved in that dungeon match at Capital Anarchy, whether that be one or two of them. But all they have going for them in this match is an opportunity to have another championship matchup. There's a trump card. Shoulders are down, Darren Troy. Main man Darren Troy making the save. A Spirit, who also has to keep in mind that he has to shoulder some of the pressure that's going on the Broken Absolution, who was able to get a victory over the Undisputed Elite. Next week, we're going to see a rematch between the UE and Absolution, and if they're able to somehow defeat Broken Absolution, then everything rides on the wife of A Spirit, Marissa Bear, who will have to take on the leader of the Undisputed Elite, Ruby Rebel, one-on-one, the bet that was made. Now you see AJ Graves, unorthodox style of offense. Big man versus big man we are witnessing right here and now. And the power of AJ Graves on display. Here's another cover. Hook to the leg. Shoulders are down. There's the save by Darren Troy again. A Spirit looking to get in the face of Darren Troy, who's trying to reach out and make a tag to Sawyer, blasting Graves with an elbow. Now overhead right hand and taking him down too. That was a heavy shot. And now a kick to the midsection. Darren Troy, Yoshi Goroshi into the cover, hooks the leg, shoulders are down. AJ able to get that right shoulder up. That two. A Spirit now got collar, European uppercut. Not sure what Bear was trying to do, but was taken out by Troy, who has been improving his game here. That's a lariat. Taking down Sawyer. Almost took down Troy into the cover. And there's Troy again, who has been improving his game here. Now being a complete distraction for Graves. And that distraction was enough for Sawyer to get back into his matchup the way he can. Kick to the midsection. Sawyer, Impaler DDT. And now making the tag to Darren Troy once again. Troy wants to put this matchup away. Wants to end this match the same way he did last week. Looking for that suplex into the sleeper, but Graves able to counter. And a knee to the back. Rolls into the cover again. Hook to the leg. So that's that down shoulder came up for Darren Troy. Putting in a lot of work into this matchup now, trying to ensure that the Broken Kingdom doesn't get involved in the Tag Team Championship match next week. And another European uppercut, but Graves able to sidestep. Now shot from behind. Overhead power slam. And now making the tag to A Spirit, who has been taking a lot of time to rest after being busted open in his matchup early on. And now going for another cover to put away Troy, but there's Sawyer to break up the pin before the ref can even count. AJ up in the face of Sawyer. A Spirit now just stepping down on the face of Darren Troy, who's retreated to the outside. A Spirit now climbing all the way to the top rope. Barrett wanting to fly, but decides against it. Instead turns his attention to Sawyer. Up in the face, shot to the face. A Spirit now with the big man on the apron. Drops him down with a suplex. And now Troy turns his attention to AJ Graves, who drapes him over the top rope. And Barrett now looking to capitalize here. Float over into the neck breaker. Now a cover. Shoulders are down on Darren Troy, who again able to power out with a lot more force this time. And A Spirit recognizing that. And A Spirit now off the striking combination. There's a drop kick to the chest of Darren Troy. And now Troy got caught with the Ace of Spades. Dead center of the ring. But AJ being tagged in by Barrett. Not sure what the strategy was there, but AJ Graves wants to put this match away himself. Up on the shoulders. Gonna spike down the head of Darren Troy. Here's a cover, but there's Sawyer to make the save. Not sure exactly what the strategy was in that scenario, but a tag made once again to Ace Barrett. The well-oiled machine of the Broken Kingdom doing wonders against the well-oiled machine that is American Terror. Tag made again. Darren Troy gonna send Barrett into a big boot of Sawyer. Sawyer just gonna continue putting on pressure here, being the strongest member of American Terror. Now has Ace Barrett a very, very bad spot into a muscle buster. Sawyer into the cover once again, but AJ Gray's making a save. But from behind, Sawyer gonna toss out Barrett. Oh! Sawyer is just putting on more pressure now. I thought Darren Troy was the one leading the front in this matchup here, but Sawyer is really putting in the business to AJ Graves, who is in a very bad spot here, but recognizes that Ace Barrett from behind, able to catch him from behind with a neck breaker. Sawyer spent too much time trying to take out AJ Graves. Now got struck down with an enziguri. Barrett going after Darren Troy, just looking him in the eye here. Not sure what exactly Barrett's plan is. Once again turns his attention to Darren Troy. Look at that blood is starting to rush down a bit more frequently. And the referee getting taken out by Sawyer, who also took out Barrett. And Sawyer trying to drag Barrett into the corner. The referee not going to see a tag. One is made while he's down. Neckbreaker. And Ace Barrett trying to go for the trump card, but a tag was made. The referee didn't see it, however, but there is still going on here. Trying to go for another Ushi-Garoshi, but Ace Barrett tried to chop the legs underneath. But Darren Troy keeping Barrett grounded. Now with the ground and pound, these shots mounting, raining down punches to Ace Barrett. Tag made once again to Sawyer. Tag made to AJ Graves. And a big boot taking Sawyer inside and out. AJ Graves going to have to put in a whole lot of pressure. And an enziguri to Darren Troy. Troy is down. Graves is all alone with Sawyer inside the ring. Dropping the knee down on the side of the head. And now Sawyer at the mercy of AJ Graves as he puts the nail in the coffin. Here's the cover. Shoulders are down. Shoulders are down. Sawyer able to get the shoulder up at 2. But AJ Graves isn't done. Wants to try for it again. Now looking for a pile driver. Deliver to Sawyer. Can he put him away this time? Next week is a tag team frenzy for the tag team championships.
Here are your winners, Broken Kingdom.
AJ Graves with the ultimate clutch in order to secure the victory and get the Broken Kingdom and another tag team championship opportunity. But again, a well-laid trap put out by American Strong Style to get at Mason Rex before he could plan to take the tag team championships for American Terror. Sawyer did everything he possibly could to break apart the Broken Kingdom throughout this matchup with his sheer strength and presence. But it just wasn't enough to break these two down, despite holding down the fort on many occasions throughout this matchup. But this would be the beginning of the end for Sawyer, who had no support from the main man, Darren Troy. There you would see the nail in the coffin. However, Sawyer was able to get that shoulder up. And this would be the end. From the shoulder, spiking his head down into a pile driver. AJ Graves to secure the 1, 2, 3. I don't know how they did it, The fact remains is that they did. Next week, it will be a tag team frenzy. Will the Broken Kingdom secure themselves another tag team championship?